right? It feels good. What playlist we want to listen to? I have to put it super quiet. Maybe I won't even put music on. I'm going to leave it. Hello.
Put metal on.
Metal on?
Hi,
Liz. I was just listening to some good heavy stuff.
They put it on super low so people barely know.
Metal yoga? Do you want to do metal yoga, guys? We might get flagged on YouTube. Warlord. What a good name. Hi, everybody. So, okay. Mat, blocks, strap. Like what Scott's got there. We need a mat, we need some blocks, we need a strap. That is what we need today. How is everybody? Good? Okay. I am going to run that. So if anything happens here on Instagram, YouTube, so I've got my computer set up just next to this. You can go onto YouTube, or for you Americans, YouTube. Maybe your kids can do it as well, Liz. Anyway, if Instagram doesn't work, YouTube, where it's youtube.com/MJ Travers, and it'll be up on YouTube after this as well. Liz, you can go back to it on YouTube. Pardon?
Comment on it.
Yeah, comment, share. Hey, subscribe. Yeah, get me more subscribers. Okay, guys. Let me turn all this off and commenting off so you guys can see. Okay. So, again, if you just joined, mat for a non-slip area, blocks, strap, and blanket if you need as well. So if you've got sensitive knees or anything else, you need a blanket. We are going to start lying on our backs. We'll need a block. If you don't have blocks at home, grab some books. You can use cushions, you can use pillows, just something to prop the hips up. If you want to put some books at the top of the mat, they can always be a little support there. But we're going to lie on our back. So come to lie down on your back and take your prop with you. So it might be block, bolster, whatever it is, cushion. And press the feet flat, lift the hips up. We'll move into a supported bridge to start with. Put the block under the back of the sacrum. Please remember, I forgot my headphones. Don't get up like that. Remember to modify if you need to, okay? So if you know what the modifications are for your body, please modify. So that might mean that you don't do everything, or maybe you do more. Listening to what is good for you. Okay, so again, on our back, lift the hips up, put the block under the back of the pelvis. And that will be at the sacrum, just to make sure that the pelvis is supported. If this is not going to be comfortable for you when we start to extend the legs, you might turn the props down, or you can bring the pelvis down onto the ground. So here we'll bring the left knee into the chest, interlace the fingers either at your left shin or at the hamstring, and now extend the right leg forwards. So I want you to focus on the front right side of the body, at the hip flexor psoas area, and then pull the left knee in a little bit further, point the right toes away from you. Now I know that this is mirrored, so what you guys are seeing is the opposite, but that's what we got. You have an option to pull the left knee out to the underarm, keep the right leg reaching forwards, and there's an option here to reach the right arm back behind you. So think of the entire front right side of the body opening up, breathing into the front of the body. You can always move the right leg a little further to the right or a little further to the left. Make sure that the pelvis and the low back feel supported and comfortable. So we allow the front right side to open further. The right heel, it might be just hovering off the ground or on the ground. We'll take one more inhale breath. And slowly release. Release the left foot down. Bring the right leg in. Take the awkward finger grip. If you're new, that just means swap the fingers over a complete space. Bring the right knee up and in towards you. Point the left toes away from you. And same thing, right knee can stay towards the center, towards the nipple, or out towards the underarm. And then really feel the front left side, left toes point forward, so that lengthening, opening up. Just observe how does it feel through the pelvis, through the inner thigh. You have an option to stay here or reach the left arm back behind you. And breathe, breathe nice and deep. Slow, deep breaths. You might turn the left leg in or out, depending on what you're feeling sense-wise. Keep pointing the left toes further forwards. Take a few more breaths, 3 more breaths. If there's any poses that we go through today that you'd like to stay in that feels kind of good, that you can feel or get a little more work done by just staying there, stay there if you need to. And that's the beauty of this. Take another full breath in. And then slowly release both feet down. Again, if the prop's too high, you might want to turn it down a little here. Extend both legs forwards. Point the toes away from you. Bring the arms back behind you. Make sure that the upper neck is not being pressed into the ground. Roll the shoulder heads back and the shoulder blades down. And point the toes forwards. And notice that the legs rolling out or in. Can you think of it as 2 straight lines? So from the middle fingers down through the center of the wrists, through the elbows, through the underarms, through the nipples. Slightly tuck your bum forwards, but at the same time point the toes forwards. And slightly roll the inner thighs in as you lengthen your bum towards the heels. And that line continues through the 2 frontal hip points, through the middle of the knees, down through the middle toes. Take another full breath in. And then slowly release, arms by your side. Bring the soles of the feet flat to the ground. Inhale, lift the pelvis up. Remove the block, keep the hips lifted. Put the block in the upper thigh. So squeeze the block in the upper thighs as high as it can go towards your mitts. Roll or think of squeezing that block from the outer thighs into the adductors as you push it down towards the ground and lengthen your bum forwards. Take another full breath in. Exhale, slowly lower the spine and then the pelvis to the ground. Squeeze the block. Inhale, lift the pelvis up, the spine up. Exhale, slowly lower back down. We're going to change it up just a little bit here. Inhale, reverse tabletop the legs. Lift the feet off the ground. Bring the knees on top of the hips. Squeeze your block. And exhale, same time, feet come to the ground. Squeeze the block. Go back into bridge. Inhale, lift the pelvis up. Squeeze the block with the hips. If you have a wall or something else, you can always just use that between your thighs. Exhale, slowly articulate down. Inhale, lift the legs, reverse tabletop. Exhale, feet to the ground. If you can, same time, left and right foot. Inhale, bridge pose, lift the pelvis up. Exhale, slowly lower back down. You're going to add on this time. Inhale, reverse tabletop, lift the legs. And now exhale, extend the legs forwards. Keep them on a diagonal, halfway between the sky and the ground. Inhale, reverse tabletop. Exhale, feet to the ground. Inhale, back to bridge pose. Lift the hips, the spine up. Squeeze the block down. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Inhale, reverse tabletop the legs, lift the feet up, keep the knees on top of the hips, ribs in. So again, keep the ribs connected to the pelvis. Exhale, extend the legs forwards. Now we're going to add on again. Either you'll stay here or start to hover the heels towards the ground. And now really, really slowly lift the feet straight up to the sky. Exhale, reverse tabletop. Feet to the ground. Inhale, bridge pose with the pelvis up. Put all that together. Exhale, slowly lower the spine and the pelvis down. Inhale, reverse tabletop the legs, squeeze your block. Keep the ribs pulling down. Exhale, extend the legs forwards. Either stay here on the inhale or hover the feet. Exhale, slowly lift the feet to the sky. Inhale, reverse tabletop. Exhale, feet to the ground. Take a deep breath in. Want to do it 2 more times?
Yep.
Okay, deep breath out. You can thank Scott. Inhale, bridge pose. Pelvis and spine lifts up. Exhale, slowly lower down. We're going to move to a count now. Inhale, reverse tabletop. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, extend the legs. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, stay or hover the heels. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lift the feet up to the sky. 3, 2, 1. Again, bend the knees. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the ribs in. Feet to the ground. 3, 2, 1. A little slower. Hips lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet lift. Bend the knees. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here or extend the legs forwards. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, stay here or start to hover the heels. 4, squeeze the block. 3, whatever it is. 2, 1. Start to lift the feet. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees. 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet to the ground. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last bridge. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's stay here. So again, think of really squeezing the inner thighs down, lengthen the tailbone, keeping that low spine a little bit spacious. Roll the shoulder heads back, press the triceps and the palms down. Take another full breath in. And exhale, slowly articulate the spine back to the ground. Move the block, hug the knees to the chest. Little rock side to side. Feel okay?
Good.
One?
Yeah.
Okay. We've got heaters today, so it's kind of nice. That's pretty good. Pull the knees out wide towards the underarms. Let's cross our right knee on top of our left. We'll either take a figure 4 position, interlace the fingers at the left leg, or let's take reverse cow face. So right knee will be on top of left knee, and you'll grab the ankles just above the ankle joint. So try not to grab the feet if possible. Flex the toes in, pull the shins away from one another. You might stay in the central position or lean a little more to the right or to the left. Pull the shins away from one another. If you're a little more flexible, the shins push up and the arms pull down. So a little bit of resistance between the two. Take another full breath in. Keep the heels pushing out. And then slowly release. A little hug of the knees in. Now swap it over, either figure 4 position, awkward finger grip around the right shin or hamstring, or that reclined cow face, putting the left knee on top of the right knee. Again, grab above the ankle joints, flex the toes, push the heels out. Again, you might stay still, you might move. Let the head and shoulders rest on the ground. And if you're a little more flexy, you'll again push the shins up, pull down with the hands, pull the collarbones wide, shoulders back. So use the bicep strength for that. Keep the feet active, shins pulling out to the side. Always an option to grab the knees as well. Take one more breath in. And then slowly release. Unravel the legs, hug the knees in. Now grab behind the back of the knees. We're going to just rock backwards and forwards, but get some momentum. So I want you to think of rocking back enough that you'll be able to eventually come up to a standing forward fold, maybe without using the hands. Or you might just want to stay rocking on the ground. And come to a standing forward fold. Widen the feet into ragdoll. So bring the feet about the width of the mat. Bend the knees a lot. We bend the arms. Let's actually take the arms to the lower back. Interlace the fingers. And then pull the shoulders back behind you. Bend the elbows just a little. And let your head relax. You bend one knee. Move the body around. And the opposite. Squeezing the heel of the palms together. Like you're holding someone's hand. And then swap the grip over. So take the awkward finger grip, swapping each finger over a space. Again, the shoulders pull back. The weight's forwards, the head's relaxed. Squeeze the shoulder blades back behind you. We'll take one more full breath in. And then slowly release the hands to the ground. Bring the feet about to a hip-width position. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the shins. So lean the chest forwards and pull the shoulders back. Lift the hamstrings up. And then with the fingertips on the shins, push your calves into your fingers. Take another full breath in, lift the chest. Hold on the exhale, option to fly the arms back or forwards. Inhale, let's come up to mountain pose. So hug the outer hips in, lift the arms straight up to the sky. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Close the eyes and stand tall. So as you stand here, I want you to think of what you would like out of this class. What is the specific reason that you're wanting to do this? It might just be something fun. Maybe you need to move the body, etc. Close the eyes and tune into that. What would you like? Would it be an internal focal point? If you have Ujjayi breath, you're welcome to undertake Ujjayi now. Drag the air in and out of the nose. And then press the thigh bones back, lengthen the tailbone down. And bring your head on top of your heels. So if you need to take a little sway side to side or backwards or forwards to find that center line of the body, and stand up from there, lifting the crown of the head, chin slightly tucked into the throat. And take one more full breath in. And full breath out. Open the eyes, inhale, mountain pose. Arms lift straight up to the sky. Exhale, come up onto the tiptoes. So lift the heels up as high as they can go. Stay here. Option to look up on the inhale breath. And on the exhale, flying chair. Heels down, arms back. Bend the knees and bring the knees forwards in front of the toes. As far as they can go and pry the knees apart. Inhale, reaching chair. Reach the arms forwards. Pull the hips and the hamstrings back. So use the arms as a counterbalance. Exhale, knees forwards, arms back. Again, arms forwards, knees back. Keep the toes down. Exhale, knees forwards, arms back. Push the knees apart. This time, inhale, chair on the tiptoes, lift the heels. Exhale, hands to the hips. Can you lift the knees a bit higher? Inhale, stand up and lift your left leg. Hands stay on the hips, left leg lifts up. Keep the hands on the hips so you keep them in a center position where they're neutral and upright. Left toes can flex towards the shin. Create a tiny little bend in the right knee. And create a deeper bend in the right knee now, bringing the pelvis down a little bit further. Keep pulling up through the front of the pelvis, ribs back. Straighten the right leg. Just keep the tiniest bend in the knee. So the hips stay square forwards. Take an inhale breath. Pull the knee up as high as it can go. Then bring the knee across the body without the hip moving. Keep the foot underneath the knee. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, we open the foot to the side. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, let's step the left foot back to the back of the mat, lower the knee down. Toes are tucked or untucked. Inhale, crescent moon, lift the arms up. Pull the pelvis back so it's on top of the left knee. So the front of the hips away from the thigh, right outer hip wraps down. Take another full breath in. And exhale, goal post the arms. Lift the chest up. Lengthen the tailbone to the back of the left knee. Really squeezing the outer hips in. Inhale back up to the center. Exhale, grab your blocks. Let's take a half split pose. Right leg straight. Hips are up on top of the left knee. So with the blocks, we're going to use them. This is going to be so fun. If you've taken class in the past few months, you know where we're going. Dig your right heel down. Think of the right outer hip sliding and pulling back, and flex the toes to the face. Start to push the right heel down, about 50% of the strength of the leg. Keep the left hip hugging in. Push the right heel down about 70%. Chest stay forwards. Push the pubic bone further back. Push the right heel down about 80 to 90%. Can you keep the body where it is? Now inhale, lift the right heel up. Lower it back down. Do that again. Not my favorite. Feels great, doesn't it? Okay, right heel pushes down. Actually, yeah, it's my favorite. Push the right heel down further, a little harder. Let's get about 70, 80%. Hit the left hip hugging in, chest pulling forward. Push the right heel down about 90 to 100%. Think of really denting the ground. And then keep the torso where it is. Lift the right heel off the ground. 3, 2, 1. Oh, let's come to a runner's lunge. Toe heel the right foot to the top right corner. Make sure your strap's easy to grab. First of all, we'll just be here for a few breaths. You can stay here. You can move the pelvis side to side. Maybe come down onto the blocks, the forearms. Walk the hands out in front of you. Allow the front of the spine to be long. Make sure that the right heel, just the heel bone is just up in front of the right knee. Take another full breath in. And a full breath out. You may need to put a prop, a block, or books underneath the left hand. If you need a strap, please have it in your right hand now. It doesn't have to have a loop on it. Just hold the strap, 2 ends. Lift the right arm with or without the strap up to the sky. And now reach the right hand further back. Lift the left foot off the ground. Put your foot in the strap if you need the strap. If not, you're just going to grab the baby toe side of the foot, pull the foot in, and kick the foot away as you pull it in. And then start to pull the right knee into the chest. If you need the props up higher, it'll give you a little bit more space to be able to grab the foot. Always an option to come further down as well if that feels okay. And dig the right heel and right big toe down. Take another inhale breath. And then slowly release the foot to the ground. Lift the back knee. Have the hands on the inside of the right foot. And exhale, step forwards to a frog squat. Left foot outside the left wrist or block. The hands can come to heart. Little space side to side if that feels good. So start to hug your butt cheeks up, push the knees out. So think of the inner thighs pushing the knees out. So it's all active. Whew. Ribs pull back, head back on top of the hips. Take another full breath in. Now if you need, if it's hard to get your heels to the ground, please either use your props under the heels or walk the feet wider or lift the hips up higher. Make sure that they're grounded. Option to reach the arms forwards or up to the sky. Keep pushing the knees out. We'll slowly stand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to heart, Samastha to here. Again, feet hip width position. Eyes closed, let's touch base again. With our intention, our reason for being here. I also want to talk about fear. It's something that I was talking about the week before classes finished. So fear is often something that restricts us from making clear decisions, from going forwards, from living our best life. Seems to be a lot of that going around right now. Perpetuating the more that everybody talks about it, shares about it. It's understandable to have it, but can it be something that you learn from and realize that it's fear and instead move in the opposite direction. Move towards love, help, care. As you open the eyes now, inhale mountain pose, arms come straight up to the sky. Exhale up onto the tiptoes. On the inhale, either continue the gaze forwards or bring the drishti up. Exhale, heels down, flying chair, arms back. Knees come forwards in front of the toes, but pry the knees apart, keep the heels down. Inhale, reach and pull the hips back as far as they can go. Exhale, knees forwards, really work on the ankle flexion, push the heels down. Again, inhale, reach. Last one, exhale, knees forwards, arms back. This time, inhale, chair on the tiptoes, lift the heels. Exhale, hands to the hips, push the shin bones up. Inhale, stand up, lift the right leg. If you have the balance, you're welcome to stay on the tiptoes. Hands down the hips, right toes flex up, bend the left knee. Left outer hip hugs in, left big toes pressing down. Start to bend the left knee even more. So really feel the left glute, the entire glute turning on. Keep the head on top of the pelvis and start to slightly straighten the leg. Keep a tiny bend in the knee. Take an inhale, lift the right knee. Exhale, bring the knee across the body without the pelvis going with it. So keep the right hip pulling back, foot beneath the knee. Inhale to the center. Exhale, knee opens to the side. If you need to hold on to something for balance, please do. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, bring the right foot all the way back behind you. Toes down, knee down. Again, tuck or untuck the toes, pat the knee if necessary. Inhale, lift the arms up. Pelvis back on top of the right knee. Exhale, goal post the arms. Lift the chest up. Inhale, arms back up to the sky. Good, so keep sliding the left hamstring back, right hamstring up. Pull the pelvis back, ribs in, keeping that connection. Take a full breath in. And again, grab your blocks. Let's come into a half split pose, straighten the front leg, hiking the hips back. Left toes flex to the face, right hip hugs in. And then slide the lateral left hamstring back. We all know what we're doing, right? Okay, start to dig the left heel down. Pull the chest forward, stick the pubic bone back. Again, right hamstring is still lifted, right glute hugs in towards the left side. Dig the left heel down a little bit more, let's say about 80%. Dig it down about 90%. If you can, keep the pelvis where it is, chest where it is. Inhale, lift the left heel. Lower it back down. Let's do that again. Dig the heel down. Take it about 70%. A little bit more, about 80 or 90%. Think you're really pushing the heel down into the ground wherever you are. And then slowly lift the leg up. Keep the pelvis forwards. 3, 2, 1. Bring the left leg to the left side. Runner's lunge. That side was a little bit easier. How was yours?
The right was a little easier.
Nice. So again, just a few breaths here. And that might be in the palms and the forearms. It might be movement. It might be stillness. You're welcome to take it active by lifting the back knee or anything else that you might want to take on this side. Take one more full breath in. A full exhale. Come up onto the right palm, maybe onto the block. You can turn on its tallest side, strap or whatever you need, t-shirt, whatever that you can hook around the foot, comes into the left hand. Left hand lifts up to the sky. Reach the left hand back. You'll hook the foot in whatever your strap is and pull it towards your glute. If you don't need the strap, you'll grab the baby toe side, kick the foot back and pull the foot in. So create resistance. You might focus up the right thigh. Start to let the pelvis move slightly forwards, hugging the outer hip in. Pull the left knee in towards the chest as you push down into the left big toe. Right shoulder back away from the ear, full breath in, and then slowly release the foot to the ground. Lift the back knee up off the ground, start to slide the left hip back as you step the right foot outside the right block or right wrist. Frog squat, again. And press the knees back, start to lift the front of the chest. Hug your butt cheeks up. And bring your head back on top of the pelvis. So use your bum as that little counterbalance, hugging it forwards and up so you can slightly move the upper torso back. And the arms come forwards or lifted to the sky. We'll slow it down just a little bit compared to that last one. 7. Push the knees out. 6, 5, 4, 3. Think of lifting up from here. 2, 1. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Samasthiti. Again, bring the feet about a hip width position. Stand tall. Close the eyes. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, open the eyes. Mountain pose. Arms to the sky. Flow, we're going to add on. Exhale, come up onto the tiptoes. Inhale, option to lift the gaze. Exhale, flying chair, knees forwards, arms back. We'll do just one of each. Inhale, reaching chair. Exhale, flying chair. Inhale, chair on the tiptoes. Exhale, hands to the hips. Hold on to the hips. Inhale, stand up, lift the left leg. Option to straighten the leg. Exhale, step the left foot all the way back. This time, keep the knee lifted. Feet about a hip width position. Inhale, crescent lunge. Back knee bent, arms lift up to the sky. So just like when our knee was on the ground before, this time the knee is lifted. Wrap the outer right hip back and down. Keep the inner left thigh rolling back to the inner left heel. Take a full breath in. Exhale, goalpost arms. Left knee can either hover or tap. Inhale, come back up, crescent lunge. Exhale, let's open up to a warrior 2. Change your stance. Take a slightly wider stance. Left toes angled in. Right toes and knee points forwards, knee over the middle toe. Slide the right lateral hamstring back. Push the top of the left thigh bone up to the pelvis. Pulling the pelvis up, ribs in. Hands can be on the hips or arms reach wide. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the right butt cheek hugging up, right knee opening to the side. Exhale, hands to the ground, step forwards and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, let's come up to a mountain pose, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, mountain on the tiptoes. Exhale, hold. Inhale, option to look up. Exhale, flying chair. Keep the knees apart. Inhale, reaching chair. Again, just one of each of these now. Exhale, knees forwards, arms back. Inhale, chair on the tiptoes. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, right leg lifts as you stand. Option to straighten the right leg. Exhale, step the right foot all the way back behind you. Toes down, feet at a hip width, right knee bent. Inhale, crescent lunge, bring the arms up. So same thing. Keep the pelvis in an upright position. Roll the inner right thigh back, left lateral hamstring back, left butt cheek hooks in, big toes pressing down. So the knee again points over the middle toe, pelvis pulls back away from the left thigh. Take a full breath. Exhale, goalpost the arms, bend the right knee, it might tap or hover. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, warrior 2, let's open up. So again, the right toes are angled in. If you're more narrow in the pelvis, right toes will need to be turned in even more. Left toes point forwards, left lateral hamstring pulls back, left butt cheek hugs up. So really opening the inner thigh. Press the right thigh bone back and then start to climb up from the pelvis, from the hip points, ribs in, head on top of the hips. Inhale, reverse warrior, left arm reaches back. Keep the left knee pulling open. Exhale, hands to the ground, forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, squat and curl. Let's come down to a little ball. So come onto the tips of the toes. The forehead can come into the knees. Push the shins forwards and up. Like that little position when we come onto our tiptoes in chair or mountain. Pushing up, down into the toes and the ball points. You're always welcome to balance as well. Take another foot breath. Lift your head on the exhale. So we're going to go straight into it on the tiptoes. Take your time. Inhale, mountain pose on the tiptoes. Exhale, flying chair. Knees forwards if you can. Inhale, reaching chair, knees back, arms forwards. This time, exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, chair on the tiptoes. Stay here, lower the hips, but lift the knees. Inhale, left leg lifts. This time, like the starter class, bend the right knee a little. Exhale, open the left knee to the left side. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Start to bend the right knee. Reach the upper body, the hand forwards. As you start to step the left foot back, let's land in a warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, right arm reaches. Exhale, hands to the ground, step forwards. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, let's come into a squat and curl again. From the tips of the toes, forehead into the knees. Balance if you like. If you have blocks, you're welcome to balance with your hands on the blocks, maybe going up into a crow pose. One more inhale. Lift your head on the exhale. Again, push down into the ball point and toes. Inhale, mountain pose on the tiptoes. Exhale, stay, option to lift the gaze. Full inhale, breath. Exhale, flying chair. Bend the knees forwards, arms back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, chair on the tiptoes. Lower the hips, lift the knees. Let's stand up with the right leg, hands down the hips. Bend the left knee a little. Open the right knee to the right. Stay on the inhale, lift the left arm up to the sky. Start to tip of the pelvis, left arm reaches forwards, right leg comes back. Take your time, left butt cheeks hugging in, left big toe presses as you step back, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the back leg strong and straight, left knee opens to the side. Exhale, hands to the ground, step forwards and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, squat and curl. Last time here, so again, if you would like to balance, please do. Maybe just breathing. Two more. One more inhale. Lift your head on the exhale. A little bit different this time, but we stay on the tiptoes. Inhale, chair on the tiptoes. Keep the knees bent. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, stand up, lift the left leg. Exhale, open the left knee. Inhale, lift the right arm up to the sky. Bend the right knee. Let's start to tip. This time we're going to take it into a half moon pose. So instead of stepping the left foot down, keep the left foot lifted. Right hand will either come onto a block or onto the ground. Left hand can lift up to the sky. Hug the right outer hip back, gently pushing into the right big toe. Kick the left heel away from you. Start to pull the ribs in, maybe turning the nipples up towards the left palm. Take another full breath in. Bend the right knee. Exhale, warrior two is where we land. Inhale, reverse warrior. This time, exhale, low lunge. A little bit different. Inhale, knee to nose. Lift the right foot up off the ground. Exhale, swan pose. So bring the right knee down. The foot points straight back. Walk the left foot back. You can either keep the toes tucked or untucked. You may need blocks under the hands. We'll start to push the right shin forwards. As you pull the right hip back, left hip forwards. You can either stay here with the hands on the blocks, or maybe bring the hands to heart, the hips, or arms up to the sky. So really hugging the outer hips in for stability. Think of pulling up again from the front of the pelvis. Another option is tucking the back toes, lifting the back knee. Today. Full breath in and full breath out. Bring the hands either to the blocks or to the ground. Tuck the back toes, knee to nose, right knee lifts up. This time let's take an active pigeon. Bring the right shin down, flex the toes, walk the left leg back behind you. Now you may need your strap for this. You can always stay right here. If you would like to go more into the quad stretch, the king pigeon, the mermaid, then you may want your strap. So from here, we'll grab our strap. In the left hand, left leg is back behind you. Bend your left knee, hook the strap. Now you might not need a strap. This is as far as I'm going to go today. I've got a hip, pelvis, spine thing going on right now. So you might want to stay here, or you might bring the left arm up and back behind you, and then reach the right arm back behind you as well, walking your hands down the strap. So you'll hug the outer hips in, start to pull the front of the pelvis up. Keep the right hip hugging back, left hip forwards. And take a full breath. Slowly release it down with control. Press into the palms, inhale, three-legged dog. Right leg comes up behind you. You might want to stay here, bend the knee, open the hip, move into a flip dog or a wild thing, anything that feels good. We will meet in down dog in 5, 4, 3, 2, downward dog. Inhale, look forwards. Either step or jump to the top of the mat. Lift halfway and squat and curl. Just here for a breath. Take an inhale. Lift your head on the exhale. Then you go straight into chair on the tiptoes. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, we'll stand, lift the right leg. Exhale, we open the right knee. Bend the left knee, lift the left hand up to the sky. Again, think reach all the way up, out. Right leg stays lifted as we move into half moon pose. Left hand will come either onto a block or onto the ground, just to the left with the left baby toe. Option to keep the right hand on the hip or lift the arm up to the sky. Keep the left hip pulling back, left big toe pressing down. Feel the left butt cheek hug into support. Start to turn the nipples up and pull the ribs into the back, the front ribs into the back of the body. Take a full breath in. And exhale, step back, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Again, the change. If you need blocks under the hands, use them. Inhale, pull the knee up into the face, into the chest. Exhale, swan pose. Bring the shin down, walk the right leg back. And again, that same option. Come onto blocks or fingertips, back toes tucked, back knee lifted. Left toes point straight back from the left knee. You might lift up, lifting the hands to the hips, the heart, or up to the sky. Again, that same option. Back toes tucked, lifting up. Really pulling the left hip further back, right hip further forwards. Can you pull from the front of the pelvis to the front of the body? Take one more breath in. And then exhale, bring the hands and blocks on the ground. Tuck the back toes. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, shin down. Let's move into an active pigeon again. Walk the right leg back, left toes flex. So the left shin does not have to be parallel to the top of the mat. Might come a little closer to the groin, or the heel closer to the groin for more stability. Flex the toes. You may want to stay right here. If you need to come up higher, use your props under the hands and lift up. But really pull the left hip back, right hip forwards. Grab your strap or your prop if you're wanting to go into the modification. You will come into the right hand, bend the right knee, place the strap in the right or around the right foot, and then pull the leg in. Maybe reach the right arm back behind you. You might stay here, or the left hand might come back. You might walk the hands down the strap towards the foot. So really hugging the outer hips in, keep the left foot nice and active for the stability. If you are bringing both hands back, bring the elbows towards the head, and then pull the front of the pelvis up, ribs back. Take one more full breath. And then with control, slowly release the foot down. Bring the hands down, tuck the back toes, three-legged dog, left leg up. Bend the knee, maybe flip it, flip dog, wild thing, anything that feels good. And we'll move back, downward dog, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, glide forwards to a high plank. And as slow as you can, lower all the way down to the ground. Roll over onto your back. Lift yourself over. Bring the knees to the chest. Pull the knees wide towards the underarms if that feels okay. Maybe a little rock side to side. And hug the knees back in. Bring the forehead all the way in towards the knees. Release the feet to the ground. We're going to end in a supported bridge if that is comfortable for you. So grab whatever prop you would like. Please put it under the sacrum at the pelvis. Have a hand towel or eye pillow, put it over the eyes. Choose any leg position you would like to take. That might be a full butterfly, feet together, knees wide. A broken bridge, feet wide, knees together. Legs up towards the sky. Maybe legs extended and open wide. Hands can be on the props, the body out wide or back behind you. Close your eyes. Allow your body to sink down. Allow this to be exactly where you are. If you have been undertaking Ujjayi breath, please feel free to let go of that now. Let the breath shallow into the chest. Just listen. Feel as you breathe a little deeper, a little slower. I guess not deeper, just more into the chest, more aware of the breath. Aware of the sensations here. Aware of the changes that you've created in the brain, in the body. New neural pathways that you begin to forge, strengthen new habits. Shavasana is an important place to be. If it's somewhere that you would like to stay, please stay as long as you would like. When you're ready to move back into today, into this evening, deepen your breath, start to move your body. Let the movements grow, let them maybe move into a stretch. Bring the legs in. You can roll onto a side that's comfortable. Just breathing and feeling and noticing. And thinking about your intention. Is that something that you achieved? Or is it something that you can continue to work towards the rest of tonight, tomorrow, this weekend, etc.? Yes, it's Friday. A little lost. Also coming from that point of fear. Is fear something that has been ruling your days, your life? Might not have been, and that's awesome if it isn't. If it is, sometimes it has been for me recently. So if it is, how can you turn that around? How can you come from a place of love? Move from that place. Bring yourself up to a seated position now. Find a seat that's comfortable. And eyes can be open or closed, hands on the legs, the lap, the heart, whatever feels comfortable for you, whatever's natural right now. And thank yourself for moving and breathing if that's what you did. Thanks for doing this amazing thing for your mind, for your body, everyone around you as well. And hands now through breath, thumbs come to the third eye, let's bow in gratitude. Thank you guys. Namaste. Thanks. Thanks, God.
Subscribe.
Oh yeah, subscribe. Thank you guys. Yeah, I hope it's what you needed. I hope that you feel good. Questions, comments, feedback. I always say that at the end of class, please. Yeah. This will be on Instagram for the next 24 hours. And you're welcome. Very welcome. Yeah, next time or later. It'll be here for 24 hours. On YouTube, it will be there indefinitely. So I didn't use music today. If you guys ever take class and you want to use one of my playlists, I can let you know. I miss you too. Mwah. Okay, guys, have an awesome rest of your night, and hopefully I'll see you all really, 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 really soon. Mwah.